Hey guys, this is Tom, W5KUB. Well, we made it to North Carolina. It's about a 10-hour drive from our home in Collierville, Tennessee. But we made it, and Ed and I made it in last night, and this is what it looks like. We're kind of in a valley, but, well, we got mountain behind us too, but I'm going to do some HF operating from here. And what I'm going to do is, do you see this tree right in front of us here, that tall tree right there? I'm going to shoot a line over the top of that tree in a little while with my pneumatic antenna launcher. So we're going to go over that in just a few minutes, and we'll show you that. Let me walk around to the front yard here. The leaves are starting to drop. They're not too colorful right now. It's been a strange fall, so we don't have the color here that we usually get. The trees are, you know, it's late October and the trees are just starting to change color a little bit, but they're already dropping off. So there's some of Kathy's relatives down here. Several of the homes you see in the distance are her cousins and aunts and uncles, and she has an uncle that lives over on the other, well, across the valley, and that mountain lands his up to the peak, but that's almost straight up, so it's a useless land there. So let me walk down. The yard's got quite a hill to it here. Let me turn back toward the house. And right here on the front porch is where I'll probably be operating. I like to sit on the front porch, and I'll run that antenna coax up to the front porch here. So there's the house. The garage is toward the end. There's the truck. Here's the tree we will try to go over the top of. Right here. Pretty tall tree. Up, 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 up. So that's going to be our next project. Just a few minutes we'll get the launcher out and see if we can't go over the tree. So here you can see in the back of the truck, here's my box with my coax and all the wires that I'll put down as the radials, and the antenna tuner is in there, probably in the bottom. There's the antenna launcher. We're going to try it out for the first time today. There's a little air compressor we're going to use to put some air in it. As I'm here with my buddy Ed Harrison. Been knowing Ed a long time, and Ed used to make potato guns, potato cannons, and that's where you put the hairspray or the WD-40 in the tube, and you light it, and it blows a tomato. I mean, it blows a potato. You know, about a half a mile. And then it also blows your fingers off sometimes. But anyway, so Ed's here, and look, what we're fixing to do is we're going to put some air in this thing. So let me see if I can switch cameras. Well, I don't know if I can switch antenna launcher. This is how we're going to get our string or our rope over the tree. First of all, you need to make you some little bullets like this. It's just a 3/4 inch PVC with caps on it and an eye on the end to put your line on. All right, and here's our gun right here. If you want to take a look at that, Kathy will try to pan around and show you the gun. It's just an air tank here, basically, a valve and a barrel. We're going to take the bullet. We're going to take the bullet, and we're just going to put it in the end here. And we found that it needs to go down pretty deep in there to. Needs to go down pretty good. Okay, so I've got it down. I've got it down about that far. That should be good. Our first launch today, we had it only at the top, and it didn't go very far. So now we've got a portable air compressor here hooked onto our valve here, running it on that little 12-volt battery. So let me put about 50 pounds in there. All right. We've got about, actually got about 55 pounds of air pressure in there. The pipe is rated, I think, for, let's see what the Schedule 40 is rated for. The big pipe here. Schedule 40 is rated at 280 pounds per square inch. You should never put that in there. So we're going to go over. We're going to go over that tree limb up there. It's about 70 or 80 feet in the air. Alright, so let's focus in on this. Just one thing to remember, always release your reel. Make sure that's released. We're going to aim it, open the valve, and it's going to be gone. So I doubt you're going to see it, but we're going to look up over the tree. Here, I'll count down 3, 2, 1 and fire, and you might see it. 3, 2, 1, fire. All right, it looks like you did a pretty good job there. It went right over right exactly where we wanted it to go. Had plenty of range. That's good. All right, so we used our air gun to launch the antenna rope with. This is what I used to use. Hey, you know, you can pay $100 for these, you know, some of the ham outlets, but I'll tell you, you can buy this slingshot at Walmart with surgical tubing on it for about $7. It'll shoot a long ways. And you can buy a Zipco 404 reel for about $4 or $5. And you just pass it on there with a clamp, and look at this. Put you a lead weight on there, put that on your arm, and it's pretty accurate too. You can aim very accurately with the slingshot and shoot that lead weight, and that fishing line will go out and over, and then hey, just reel it back. So that's alternate 2.
All right, you're on.
Okay, so hey, take my piece of wire. Already tangling up in the leaves here. But just take your piece of wire. Hey guys, you don't need an insulator. A nylon cord is an insulator. Tie you a loop in the wire like this. Tie your string in the end of that wire loop right there, like that. Make sure it's tied a couple times. Now we're gonna pull the string up, and there you go. I guess you get a good close up of that head. You got your loop, and you got your string, and that is an insulator. So here we go. I'm going to start pulling it up out here, and it should go up. So here we go. The only bad part is rolling all this up. So the line should be almost lined up. I get tired, I'll have edge. Line some of it. Yeah, look over here a minute. I'll show you something. I don't know if you can see this. All right, going up with it. So we're going to leave it like that. I'm going to bring the string over here and tie it off. That looks good. I'm just going to tie it off right here. And our antenna is in the air, and when we get ready to leave, we're just going to tie the knot, pull it back down. It's come down faster than it went up. So we got just a little bit, I had a little bit of wire left on here. I think I had probably close to 75 or 80 feet on here. What you can do, you can go up over that limb, and then you can go horizontal. Go horizontal for 30, 40, 50, 60 feet. and you'll have both vertical and horizontal lobes there. But we're gonna just keep it right here for now. All right, so here's our antenna. Yeah, our counterpoise, our radials, right here. Old salvage wire. You can see how the insulation is breaking on it. Look at that. But hey, the copper's good in it. So what we're going to do is lay 3 radials out from the point we're going to put our antenna analyzer, antenna tuner. Over here. We'll run one this way. We're going to run another radial. We're going to stretch it out. Okay. All right, and then we're going to put a 3rd radial down. You could operate with just 1 radial, but we got 3 down. This is kind of like a ground plane on a ground plane antenna. We're going to have three elements, you know, three radials. Yeah, I'll let you hold that right there. We're just going to run this one this direction. So we got 1 radial running east, 1 north, and this one's going to run kind of, let's see, east, north. This will be running west. Alright, so our antenna system basically is put up. There we go. Okay, you can cut. Okay, this is a SG237 antenna tuner. And guys, this thing will tune anything. If you look right here, 1.8 to 60 megahertz. It's only a 100 watt tuner, but you only need an 8-foot piece of wire or a whip, and it'll tune 80 meters through 6 meters with just an 8-foot piece of wire, and you can talk around the world on it. We put up about 70 feet of wire, but it doesn't make a difference. I mean, I think the more wire we can get out, the better it is. Guys, this tuner will tune a gutter. If you got rain gutters, you put this on your rain gutter, you'll talk around the world. I talked one time on my El Camino. I hooked this to the bumper of my El Camino in the backyard, made a contact in Washington State. The guy said, "Your mobile sounded good." And I said, "You don't understand. I'm not running mobile. I'm running the El Camino as the antenna. Because after all, it's insulated. It's got tires on it. I was using the body of the car as the antenna using this. So we're going to hook this up. Our vertical hooks here. Our ground system, our 3 radials are going to hook here. We hook our coax on the end here and power it with 12 volts. And to operate, all we have to do is hit it with RF for about 1 second, and it auto tunes. And it remembers. It has thousands of frequencies. It remembers thousands of memories. And I'll be able to work 80 through 10 meters, jump bands, perfect SWR. So we're going to hook it up right now. I need that wire right here. So my wire's a little long here, as you can see, so I'm just gonna cut it off. Again, we don't need any exact distance, but I'm gonna cut it off, and we're gonna put it on the tuner. I'm just gonna wrap it around right here. We're going to tighten this down. And our tuner, our antenna should be on it. And then we've got 3 radials. There's 1. There's 1, and there's 2, and there's 3. We're just going to put these 3 radials on here. This has been out in the weather for many years. You can see my washers there are rusting a little bit, but so we're going to put these 3 radials on here and tighten them down. Alright, so our antenna system's ready to go. And it is waterproof, but I will put that probably in a plastic bag just for a little bit extra protection. And our antenna is ready to go.
Where's all your connections? Explain that.
Okay. So what we got here on the end for power, on the cable, one end, of course, goes to the rig. We'll extend that with about 75 feet of RG8, RG8X. Then that's a little RJ45 jack that I run cable out at home with, but I'll just plug 12 volts in here. And that's all it is to it to make this thing work. Okay, we have our antenna up and our radios laying out, and next we're going to set the rig up. So we've got our cables already here, one to power the antenna tuner and the coax. That's all we need to be all band operation. We've got an old suitcase here, a hard suitcase that I bring my TS570 that I use portable. Let's see if it's all together in there. Got my log books in here, writing pad. There's the 570. Don't forget your power cable. And we brought an MFJ 20 amp switching power supply. So let me get this out of the way. So basically what we're going to do, we'll set the power supply up, we'll set the radio up, put our log books here, our DX chart, and we'll set a laptop here so we can look at some of the DX spots and so forth. So that's about it. We'll see you in a few minutes. Okay guys, we're all set up here. This is our ham shack for this weekend. We got a pretty good area to expand if we want to. So we're all hooked up here. I've got my laptop out here with my DX spots on there. Here's the 570.
Maybe the amp started working over.
Got my band playing here. Let me turn it down. Got my band playing. Got a little power supply in the background. Got our log book here. Here's some of my last contacts. So that's some of my latest contacts. Now let's do this. I want to show you how this antenna works. Antenna tuner works. Let me pick a frequency on 40. On 40, that's kind of clear. If I can find a clear frequency. All right, that sounds pretty clear right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hit it FSK. I didn't bring a key to key down, but I'm just going to put it on FSK, and that way if I key the mic. Now watch the SWR meter right here. Right here. All right, I'm going to key it. Watch the SWR meter. Well, you saw it went full scale, and then instantly it went back to almost a 1-to-1. So the SWR is showing 1-to-1. So let's do this. Let's go up to 20 meters. Let's just find a spot. Oh, that's pretty quiet there. We're going to tune up here. Watch the SWR meter here, and watch how quickly it tunes. All I do is put a little power to the antenna. Watch how quickly it tunes. Here we go. All right, it started off high. It's tuning, and it stabilized at 1 bar at 1 to 1. Okay, let's tune up. Let's go to 18 megahertz. Let's tune up right about there. Nobody's there, so again, I'm just gonna tune up with the FSK just to get a little output. I'm gonna key the mic. Watch the SWR meter here. You'll see it come up kind of full scale, and then very quickly it will ratchet itself down to 1 to 1. Now here we go. I'm gonna key up. Key up. All right, we got some SWR. It's tuning, and it is tuned, and you see there's a full 100 watts output. That's how quick it tunes. Let's go to 15 meters. That sounds pretty quiet. We're going to tune up here. Well, it tuned almost instantly. There's what is that? That's 12 meters. Let's try to tune up on 12 meters. Here we go. All right, we got a little SWR, and there it is. It brought it down to 1 to 1 and 100 watts. Let's go to 80 meters. Let's go to 10 meters. Just somewhere in there. Again, we're going to try. We're going to key up in FSK. Here we go. Well, it tuned very quickly. So that's how quickly this antenna tuner will tune anything. Very quickly. It's all band. I don't care if you're at the low end of the band or you're at the high end of the band. You're going to have the same low SWR across the entire bands, any band. That's what I like about having a portable, or not a portable, but a auto antenna tuner out at the antenna. It's out. You saw me put it at the base of the tree. So it tunes that wire. I've got 3 radials out, and hey, it does a wonderful job.
Thank you for the hotel. Hotel India 3 Kilo, Hotel India 3 Kilo, contest. Test, Kilo Papa 2 Mike, Kilo Papa 2 Mexico, contest. Test, Kilo Papa 2 Mike. 60 contest, Victor Echo 5, Papa Victor. New Fox Yankee 5, Kilo Echo. Florida Yankee 5, Kilowatt Echo, contest. Foxtrot Yankee 5, Kilo Echo, Fox Yankee 5, Kilowatt Echo, contest. CQ contest, November 1, Mike, November 1, Mike. CQ contest, Hotel Kilo 1 Tango, contest. Hotel Kilo 1 Tango, contest. Foxtrot Mark 5, Foxtrot Julia, contest. Foxtrot Mark 5, Foxtrot Julia, contest. Security context. Whiskey, Papa Sierra, Oscar, November, Japan contact, QSZ.
WZ5X, WZ5X, W5KUB. Do you copy, Bill?
Yeah, I copy you now, Tom. I was tuning around there. William had 7.139, but it's not clear for me. I have a station there that's very close that's in the contest. How copy me? W5KUB, WZ5X.